Hello there, everybody. I'm just getting situated and set up, and we will get started shortly. If you are watching the replay, it's important to go to the comments and straight to the timestamps so that you're not waiting around. But if you're here for the live show, let me know that you're here. Say hello. We'll get started shortly, guys. Just setting up and sending out. Hey, Star. I'll be right there.
Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate.
Well, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. We're getting situated here and ready for the live. I'm not just here on YouTube. I'm also on Twitch and on Facebook. So just say hello if you are coming on in. We're going to get started here shortly. Reminder that these are all sign love readings tonight. And well, it's on the energy here of who is thinking about you. So we're going to see their core energy and also what their possible next moves are, okay, energetically here for you. So we're going to get started here. I think we're going to start this evening here. Well, we're going to start here with Gemini because we are officially now in Gemini season. Yes, we are. Happy birthday out there, Gems. Also want to put a reminder here too that on YouTube, if you notice, the target has changed. Yeah, if you go over on YouTube, you'll see that the target has changed because now the collective bonuses are basically there for you to unlock them. So even though it says 10 donations, if we get 5 donations and the hierarchy keeps going 5, then I'll do another collective bonus. But the max is 2. The max is 2. So we're not going to go beyond that. So if we get 1 collective bonus, that's great. But if we get 2, it has to add up to 5 donations. So I put those rules over on YouTube, and eventually we'll move over on Twitch. We'll have some more fun interactive stuff as things become unlocked over there. I'm still fairly not new to Twitch itself, but new to streaming on Twitch. So I'm unlocking some fun activities and interactions. So we got some fun stuff going on over there. All right, let's get started here. Don't be shy. Say hello. Let me know that you are here on the live. So far, I see Star on Twitch. That's it. That's all I see. So if you're on YouTube, say hello. Don't be shy. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So we're going to pull we're going to pull some of the, I like this oracle deck that I'm using. We're using the unspoken truth tonight, but we're also going to be pulling a love song here as well. So how this works when we pull the love song, you might want to take note of it and listen to the lyrics because there may be something even more there for you. So keep that in mind too. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's call in our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters. Spirit, if we can hone into our collective, specifically Gemini. Who is thinking about Gemini right now? Who is thinking about Gemini? Here we go. Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Every breath you take, the police. Attention becomes control, Gemini. Safety doesn't include surveillance. Someone may be watching too closely. Don't romanticize emotional control. So you definitely have somebody watching you. All right. This is kind of a stalker song. It just simply is. It is what it is. It's a stalker song. So this is an individual here who you are heavily on their mind. I feel like they're in rumination here about you. All right. What else is this person thinking? Hey, Mitzi, welcome back. I really thought you'd always be here. Well, this just is a no-brainer here. My collective got away. You most certainly did, didn't you? I feel that you finally got the courage here regarding your worth, and you went a separate direction from this individual. I don't really believe this person here really thought in any level that you would make this exit, make this move. Interesting, because I feel like this person ghosted you, or they just went quiet. I think they like to play games here with you. All right. What else is going on, Gemini, with this individual? Let's see what their dominant energy is. Remember, no reversals on initial story play here. This person here is alone on their own. They're not even entertaining love right now. No, they're not. They are soul searching, but I also feel this person has a tendency here to be a loner. They do. So could be dealing with a Virgo. I think this person here is more curious about the whereabouts of you, how your life is going, worth going inward and saying, hey, maybe there's something I should be focusing on. You know, so far this individual sees you going through a glow up. Look how glowful you are. You're just glowing up here, Gemini. Hey, Natha, welcome back. What drives this person emotionally, what their heart is learning at this point? Well, we have the world. And when the world here is closure, okay, this could have been a long distance relationship. We have Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus energy. But I feel more importantly here, the core of the matter here is that you have created some distance with this individual. You have created closure. And this individual here doesn't have closure on their side now. Yeah. What mask is this individual currently showing or hiding in this connection? The mask of this individual here is the Ten of Cups. You know, I feel like this person had a hot and cold kind of mentality here with you. You know, they treated you like family. They treated you like their person, but yet not so to the fullest extent. Okay. They assumed a lot of stuff. They showed up like that in the beginning, but they may have just taken advantage of this connection, you know, thought you'd always be around. So this is a person here where if individuals were around you as a couple, they would be like, what happened? They were such a nice guy, or they were such a nice gal. Everything seems so great. But from the outside, that's what this individual appeared as. A family man, a family gal, there for the children, there for this unit. But overall, it was entirely different behind closed doors with this person, Gemini. Entirely different. So what's on their mind about you right now? The thought, the fantasy, the fixation. Reversals are now up. The first row will let me know what's going on here. What's on their mind about you, what they feel but haven't said, and why they're thinking of you now. Here we go. We have the Two of Swords here reversed. This person here circled this connection in a larger way. I also feel like the two of you had a couple of moments of rock bottoms and tried to make this work quite a few times. Could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But, you know, the first thing I just fall right into is wasteful attachment. Wasteful attachment with this individual. You know, they use this connection to lean on companionship, but when they wanted to evolve or grow with it, that's where they were really pushing off with you. Now, a part of them is hoping in their little Delulu land that you will eventually come back. And that's why they are watching you. They're hoping that there's some kind of crash for you because you are having a huge glow up. So this individual here, man, are they drinking a lot of tea or coffee? I feel like they may even be spreading some gossip here about you, but this person's very boring. They don't got a lot going on here for themselves here because how can they? They're so focused on you right now rather than on themselves and taking accountability of how they could actually shown up. It's almost like there's this blaming energy of like, well, when things fall through for Gemini, they'll be back. But I don't really feel like that's the case here for this Gemini. But we're still just focusing on their energy. But why they're thinking of you now is they feel that you're a little, I mean, it's just, it may be triggering, just is what it is. They feel that this glow up that you have, and some of you may be doing really well business wise. Some of you may already be in a new relationship, but they feel like this won't last forever, or there's something here of just hoping that you'll trip. There's jealousy here. There's jealousy here. They don't like this, the fact that you were capable of moving on. What does this individual here desire with you? Nine of Swords. Again, they desire, it's not a good feeling. They want you to be in the state of anxiety, of worry, of, checking in with them. They liked attention, but they liked the tension in a negative way with you, right? But again, this person here is hoping that you will fall back into past trauma rebounds with them. And that's something here that, is happening to them actually. Now they're starting to feel what it feels like to want something and wait. What's holding them back here with the Nine of Cups? Because this is an individual who doesn't want to do the work. They don't. This is an individual here with the Nine of Cups here is just kind of wishing with that little genie that you will come back and that you will just magically return as an individual here that went on a different way. They don't want to take accountability. They also don't want to be wrong. They don't, Gemini. The next move, an energetic outcome, not so much here with you, with the Queen of Coins here and the Queen of Wands. And funny enough, I said this was the Queen of Wands, but she came out anyway, so we're going to take it. But I feel like for you, you're just doing well with your money. I think that you're doing well within your life. And I think that this individual has a little bit of a jealous streak. They don't like to see you moving on. Some of you already are in a connection and they're just deeply watching you. They're not really doing anything within themselves. What is the final advice here for you? This always comes back to you about your growth, your focus, things to consider about yourself in this connection. What to consider about when it comes to this individual? Strength. Man, the big bad wolf. Leo energy. Could have been dealing with a fire sign. I said that earlier. This person is very egotistical and prideful. And this person here is stubborn and is willing to wait to make a move. But here's the thing. What are they waiting for? I mean, at this point, you've moved on. I just see you've moved on, Gemini. Things about you. The Hierophant. This was a spiritual lesson in a huge way. Some of you were married to this individual, right? Some of you had children with this person. This spiritual lesson led to a spiritual awakening here for you to go on the self-love journey. It also really shook to the core, your belief systems. I also feel there may have been an age difference here in between the two of you. It almost felt like I don't know. It felt like an energy here of, you know, if it's not an age difference, it could have been immaturity here as well. You know, someone here just didn't act their age. All right. That's what I got here for you, Gemini. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends community. And we're going to move on to Cancer. Cancer is up next. Cancer is up next. I need to, hold on, guys. There we go. Did you resonate, Gemini? Cancer is up. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back, Unique. Welcome back. Guys, don't be shy. Let me know that you are here. We got a goal going on. The goal this evening, if you notice, it says 10 donations, but if we get 5 donations, we unlock 1. The only reason it says 10 is if we get more than that and we hit 10, we'll unlock a second one. All right. I didn't want to hit the goal thing twice because, well, I'm over on another platform and it's hard to like go back and forth between the two. And Star is holding the ground here over on Twitch. So Star, you'll have to let me know at the end how we're going to try to, if we get a couple viewers tonight, but only if we have a lot of viewers at the end over on Twitch, we're going to raid another channel. I'm going to figure it out tonight with you. we're going to pay it forward. So you can play with me. So it will be new to us. It will be a new excursion. Yeah, let's do it. Let's play around because I have no idea what it is. I'm not going to even try to pretend I know. For those of you who are watching on Facebook, if you didn't see my comment today that Facebook has changed so much that we're not doing live events over there. So Facebook is now on the fly. We'll do lives like literally like a couple of minutes before. So you guys aren't going to be able to set your notifications for Facebook. So it's best that you set them over on YouTube because we've just been having so many problems trying to restart the live, unfortunately. So it just is what it is. It's fine. Changes are happening everywhere. All right, Cancer, you ready? Let's see what song is here for you, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer, who is thinking about you? Keep in mind this song. You may want to look up the lyrics later. There may be another message here for you from your individual. Something. I love this song. The Beatles. Love without logic. Someone may be admiring you. Don't overanalyze how you feel. A quiet but strong attraction is being born here, Cancer. What else do you need to know about this person? Cancer, what do you know? If you ask, I'll stay. Well, I do feel like you already have a romantic tie with this person. I don't feel like it's a flat out breakup. I think the two of you may have had a miscommunication with one another. There is someone here who asked for a moment, or maybe you guys just both needed a breather. But I do feel like there's tension here between the two of you. Who is this person to the core? There no reversals here. Oh man, you make this person nervous. You make this person nervous. to the core, this individual tends to self-sabotage. So I feel there's this energy here of an individual here who lets their ego and their trauma run the show. Hey, Yad, welcome. What's the core of the situation here? The Knight of Pentacles. Well, slow. This has to do with stability. This has to do with being ready, being in it for the long haul. What's on the table with this individual and you is commitment. And so I feel something has gone stagnant, or it's not going at the pace that you anticipated it to, Cancer. But this individual here does obviously have some worries. What they show or hide here with Cancer. Look at all these pentacles. Are you dealing with an earth sign? I think this person here has a different pace than you do. This is a person here who's a slow burner. They like to take their time. You know, this is a person here that, you know, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles to show me the Two of Pentacles, is an individual here who is kind of weighing the options. I think that, you know, it's not saying that you're an option. It's weighing the options of how to make this fully into a relationship that truly can evolve. I also feel like money may be a part that's dominating this individual's mind right now. I think they're really focused on, if it's not money and their finances, it could be work. This person really likes to be stable and a provider. And so right now there's something about the worries of what they can provide or be in this connection. But Pentacles could also be time, quality time spent. All right. These are not private readings, Yad, as Bitsy said. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's on their mind about you? Reversals are now up. Well, we have the Nine of Swords here reversed. Well, what's on their mind is whatever this last argument was, or this conversation, they were triggered. But I also feel like they said, listen, if you can't wait, because I think this person wants you to wait. I don't think that they want to rush into something too quickly. I don't know if it's moving in together. I don't know if it's up-leveling this connection altogether. Some of you may just be casually dating this person. But this is a person here that wants things to evolve in a very natural way, but this has a completely different timeline than you. What they feel but haven't said here with you. The Five of Swords here reversed. Well, this is not an individual here who was willing to compromise at all. I think they may have snapped at you. I think that they may have also not really completely acknowledged and been vulnerable about how they feel. I think that this person here tries to show up as the strong one. And so they do let their ego get in the way. They just simply do. Why they're thinking about you now is because they may have said something that they didn't truly mean. And at this point, they know that they have to drop the mask, but they're too much in their ego is running the show here. Cancer. I mean, it's simply here. The unspoken truth is, if you ask, I'll stay, but you haven't asked because you have to believe this person for what they say. So their actions and their words were matching at that time because they were reactive. So you were just taking this relationship's on pause. It's on hold. But if you were to ask them, you know, like, do you still want this? They would say absolutely yes. They're not quite ready to apologize yet because that will make them take accountability. What they desire here with you, well, listen, they desire here that they wish they never said that. I also feel, not that this is an excuse, this person here has been hurt or cheated on really bad. And so whatever this last person, like whatever this relationship did to it, it really put a nail in the coffin to their self-worth. And so that's why they're so methodical, but also they take being in a commitment or relationship very serious. And there's just something here about not being ready or wanting to be more stable in their finances before they make a move. Some of you, marriage could have been a question here too. What's holding this person back from Cancer? Ace of Cups, you. This person here doesn't emotionally feel ready to be vulnerable with you about their fears. So they're hoping that you'll do some of the harder work and come back and say, hey, let's work this out, and not have them have to drop the mask so much. They don't feel comfortable or safe to do so because they don't want to come off as weak. Because if they come off as weak and let's say you throw it against them like this other person did, then that would hurt them really, really bad. This is how they're thinking. This is how they're feeling in this level. It's sad because I feel like this person does love you a lot, but they're just so afraid to let love in fully because there's some lack of love on their own self. Next move or energy outcome here. I knew that Two of Coins was going to come up. Okay. Well, the next move here I feel is you. You know, they're waiting to see what move that you make. They see that you're on the crossroads. They're hoping that you'll turn around. They're hoping that you can read between the lines, but they're not ready to just be vulnerable yet. They just simply are. So some of you, that's going to be an issue. Others of you, you know, you'll be okay with it, but you know, that's a lot of pentacles. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is all about limitations, holding on. So, you know, they see you seeing them as an option, but some of you may have parted ways and just decide to become friends. Some people can't do that, but it is. But I feel this energy here. They're kind of waiting for you, as into, are you fully closing this door, or are you going to keep this open? Because this individual would absolutely start it back up again if you turned around. Now, all of you are going to be ready. I get it. Hey, Debbie, welcome. 6 of Pentacles here. When it comes to this individual, it's not that there was not a deep friendship. It's not that you guys didn't work out really well together, but there was a breadcrumbing going on. And the two of you were just entirely on different timelines, you know, about an equal give and take. And so the one thing about this individual, finances and children are extremely important to them. So if there's something here they're cleaning up with an ex, they're still working on, 6, 7, 8, they're still working on their stability when it comes to their independence. They are. Things to consider here for you. Look at all of these pentacles. This person is in your life to get you to independently be stable on your own too. The two of you are marrying each other in one sense, but I also feel like right now, this is for you to be on your own, find your stability, work on your finances, feeling good about yourself, you know, not so worried about this connection at this point. And this individual here is kind of being forced to do the same thing, since that's the direction they chose anyway, you know, but they do want to still be connected to you. And I think that if you turned around and said that you would wait, they would totally be on for this relationship. But a lot of you, you know, you're not going to want to wait. All right. That's what I got here for you, Cancer. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And if you'd like to book a private reading, you can go ahead and check my website. But be quick about it, because my website is booking up quick. June's already booked out for live readings. It's already moving to, can't believe it, but July. And I'm only taking a couple more of the short readings, because I will be traveling. Leo. Leo is up. Where are my lions? How is everybody doing? Happy Friday. We got Memorial Day weekend. So guys, this will be also, just so you guys know, this is our last Friday until like the fall. We're going to be moving our schedule as of next week. We're moving to Thursdays and Saturday mornings. So make sure you guys check out the upcoming lives because the lives are now going to be changing to my summer hours. Thursday nights will now be love nights. And Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. will be all signs week ahead. So this will be our last Sunday. I'm actually doing a collaborating reading here with Deb Does Readings. That will be fun. But we're changing the schedule around so I can have more weekend fun and enjoy my gardens and, more importantly, my bonfires at night and have a little bit of a nature life. I like being outdoors, so I don't always want to. In the winter months, I don't mind it, because there's nothing to do and it's freezing out. But in the summertime, I'm outside all the time, especially at night. Yes. And I have a sweet bonfire set up when we can have them. Right now, we can't have them because we're having It's very dry out here right now. We're supposed to get rain most of the weekend. I'm kind of bummed by that. Hey, welcome back, Bernadette. How you guys doing? Guys, we had such a long live on Wednesday. It was 3.5 hours long. I can't do that again. I almost died. My voice was completely gone. It was a fun night, though. Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Yeah, it was insane. It was a marathon. Leo, torn between two lovers, divided heart. A decision may need to be made. Be honest about where your heart lies. What's hidden will soon be revealed. So this is for a Leo here who's got, well, two love options. You just simply do. Who is this individual thinking about you, though? Now, this person could have had two love options, too. It could be that way, too. If love had a weight, would you still carry it? Oh, man. I feel like for you, this is a situation where, God, this is hard because I think you really do love this person. But there was just something about this individual that took away your peace. You were between a rock and a hard place. You certainly were with this individual. Something about this person's past that just forced you to walk away. Who is this individual? 5 of Swords. Yeah. Oh. To the core, this individual is egotistical, prideful. Always has to be right. Wants to be in charge. Likes to blame. They make things difficult, don't they? To the core, who are they? King of Swords. Look at all of these swords. Were you dealing with an air sign? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Man. This is somebody here you have a deep past with. You could have been married to this individual. Could have children with this person, but if not, could even have fur kids with them. You had assets with this individual. The problem is they treated this relationship or this marriage with arrogance. They could have been a workaholic or someone here, I don't know. They almost feel like they were above the law. Oh my gosh. Some of you, this person was a police officer. Some of you, this person here was a lawyer. Some of you, this person here was a doctor. There was just something here about having a degree, being above the law, wanting to have things be their way or the highway, micromanager. Man, this person here was very calculated and strategic. The mask this individual here is, oh, but they love the hell out of you. There you are, Leo. The fights were crazy with this individual, but the arguing felt like you were in court with this person 24/7. This is a person here who just hated to be wrong, but also would, I think you were just exhausted with the competition of fighting, or, you know, it's hard to fight somebody's ego when they're always wanting to be unruly, you know, always flipping back the narrative. Some of you, this person was even a therapist. Like they threw the therapy back at you, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know, like diagnosing. There's something about diagnosing you. Ugh. Let's see what's on their mind about you, what they feel but haven't said, and why they're thinking of you now. We have the 10 of coins. Like I said, some of you have children with this individual. The Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I would say the reason you're, oh my gosh, this person here you're in another relationship. This person here is watching you in another relationship. You still have ties to this person, though. So I want to say there's children involved, or it could be mutual friends. Hopefully you don't work together. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's a lot of emotions here that are hidden about you. I mean, they have a lot of respect for you. You know, they're getting a whole different perception of you. They're actually seeing a side of you that is more vulnerable and safe, but it's not them who you're feeling vulnerable and safe with. And that's a part here where they're like, what the hell? I think, you know, Leo, this person's seeing you happy in another connection. You know, they won't like to admit it. This is a person here doesn't want to admit it. I also feel it was really hard to get anywhere with this person because of their arrogance, or because they always put work in front. Not very vulnerable. You know, it says emotions over ethics. That's what it basically came out to. What do they desire here with Leo? You know, gosh, the Ace of Coins here reversed. They know they missed a huge opportunity here with you. But I also feel this level, the song Just Cats in the Cradle came in. This person here may have not been there for you, for the children, but I do feel this, they're also watching the missed opportunity of someone else step in where they should have stepped in. So if you are in a new connection here who is there for you fully, is there for your children, it's kind of like this person feels like, well, shit, they're just in a better role than I could ever be. And they know it. They know it. What's holding them back here? Because they know you're happy. Look at all of the can you believe all of these justice cards here, Libra? Could be dealing with a Libra. But I just feel like you are in another commitment. Some of you are about to marry this individual, meaning the person here you're now with. Others of you already have moved on. You're doing really happy. But this person here, they're a little sad because there's a part of them that wishes that they could have been that with you. And they couldn't. It was hard to feel safe with this individual because they were always overprotective in areas which showcased all their insecurities. The next energy and move of this individual, look, 4 of Wands. Maybe this person was in the military. Could be that too. But I feel like, you know, Memorial Day is coming up here as well. And I feel that there's something here that this person still feels like family to you, but they try to keep their distance. This individual, if they're there, they're trying to be a better parent. This is an individual here who knows that they should have stepped up when they did, but they're very egotistical. It's really hard to get close with this individual on a vulnerable way. It is. Things to consider with this person. High Priestess. A lot of secrets. Intuitively, you read between the lines. You knew that this person here had some issues. Some of you, like I said, psychological issues, PTSD for some of you. Their arrogance came also based on trying to feel safe, but it made you feel trapped, So this made you hyper aware, hyper intuitive. But in general, this relationship here was aligned here for, honestly, I feel like Gemini energy here. I feel like this is your new person. It's just such a night and day difference here with the relationship here you're in with now, this loving relationship. But it's not saying you don't have love for this other individual. It's just, it could never take off, not with this individual's issues that they would not take accountability for at time. Are they taking accountability here now? Slowly but surely, but not the pace that you needed them to be at the time. All right. That's what I got here for you, Leo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends community. And if you like to book a private reading, you can check out my book sessions or my digital shop. But just know they're going like hotcakes because my calendar is, pretty booked up because I'm going to be going away soon. I'll be traveling. Virgo is now up. Yes. Star is on Twitch. Hanging out over there. We're trying to build the Twitch following so that we can unlock some things. So she's being the body to do that. She's putting a big sacrifice. She'll be back on YouTube, though. We're not going to keep her there forever. Unless she wants to stay there. She can. She might stay there if it gets crowded. Who knows? She can have her choices. But right now we're trying to get through a goal. Guys, don't forget, if we hit the target here, it does say 10 donations, but if we hit 5, we will unlock a collective bonus. I just put it to 10 if we unlock 2. Okay, that's why it's set up to 10 now. Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, Virgo. Let's see what's going on here for you. Virgo, what is your song? Reminder that you might want to take note of this song and listen to it. There may be more messages for you from this person. Careless Whisper. George Michael. Regret. Living in the echo of a mistake. Consider the fallout from your choices. Endless longing for what is lost. Oh boy. So this person was extremely careless here with you. Welcome back, Peggy. Hey, Debbie, thank you. Careless with you. There are no real secrets in this world. I feel that not only was a person careless with you, but when the masks drop, it's not something they could just put on and pretend nothing happened unnoticed. So it was kind of an ego crack here with this individual. I feel like they wore a fake mask with you. Man. Well, I got you on the target. I don't know why I didn't count you, but I got you. I see it. The dominant energy of this individual. Ace of Swords. The dominant energy of this individual is that they are a very sly talker. Okay. They're very good with their words. They're very clear in their communication. So that's why it was so, and some of you were beating yourself on like, how could I not see this? Well, this person's very sly because they're very clear with their communication, and it's just communication. This is all words, you know, you're taking their words as truth, and they came off as someone who had high valor. That's how they're showing up. I'm truthful. But what were they to the core? Queen of Cups. They hit a lot, didn't they? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Thanks, Debbie, for the second donation. I mean, they hit a lot. I think this person reflected back what you wanted. So this was a person here who was very charming with their words. But intuitively, they were just kind of mirroring back to you. And this mask? What about this mask? Oh yeah, this mask here was kind of hard. Thank you, Debbie. We are three now in. 1, 2, 3. The mask that they... God, this is hard. Because even though that this individual here said they were going to do something, be that way, be there for you, charmed you, they also made you feel with the mask like, what the hell's going on? Like you were trying to read between the lines with this individual. It was really hard to do. And there's something here about their stories of their past heartbreak, specifically their past heartbreak, that really threw this off in this connection. This is usually a card here of needing to go within and denial, but this person here refused to believe that this mask was an original. It was like, no, this is who I am. This is who I am. But you crack that. You deflect that off them. Reversals are now up. Yeah. Procrastinator here. They painted a beautiful picture here of what they were going to create. They played house with you a little bit. This was a future tripper. Hey, Papa, welcome back. Congratulations, you're safe. Future tripper. You're heavily on this individual's mind because they haven't forgotten the plans that they built with you. What they feel, look at the Queen of Cups just came out, emotionally incomplete. Here's what's hidden, and you don't know this, but you already feel this intuitively. You hit them to the core when this happened because they did not anticipate this to be thrown back into their face. And I feel that this individual here is very much a manipulator with their emotions, could even come off as covert a little bit. You know, they say the right things, but then also knows how to play victim to a scenario, especially if there was past heartbreak with this person. But why they're thinking of you now is because you are soaring new heights. And do they see you as an opportunity here to come back or do that? It's kind of hard for this individual because this person here sees you above them. So it's almost like you're not in the same level as this individual. Some of you, this could be an age difference between the two of you, like a big age difference, a big age gap. But others of you, it's just an immaturity here. But, you know, why they're thinking about you is because they haven't forgotten the plans. They like to, it's safer for them to build the plans in their head. I think that they daydream a lot about you. I think they have fake conversations here with a version of you that's not there anymore, because it feels safer to them. It does. It just simply does for this individual. What they desire here with you, compromise to win. Dang. They desire here for you to come back, for you to reach out, for you to say, hey, can we talk? Hey, can we discuss this? Hey, can we look at this? That's what they desire. But what's holding them back here from you is, they also like to keep their options open here. Look at this. Persevering is willpower. They're doing it on purpose. This person here is kind of like, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this person likes to hunt, because hunting, that chasing kind of energy kind of is like, but this is a person here who would easily wait and sit around for the prey to come back to see when they were vulnerable. And that's when they would go after and utilize this sword with some sweet talking. But the reason they haven't made a move here is they're really hoping that you'll turn around. They're really hoping here that you're going to change your mind. Yeah. In their head, this is a picture perfect partnership. But the reality of it, it can't come in actual form. It just can't. Okay. Their next move and next energy here actually may be another commitment. And I wouldn't be surprised if they try to boast about this commitment if you still have access to them. It feels like an individual who would do that. Let's see if I can get Virgo, a little annoyed, upset that I'm dating, that I'm putting myself out there to get again. It's just, unfortunately, this person here is in rebound energy. They're bored. Things to consider, Virgo, with this individual here. The Three of Pentacles. Did you meet this person here through mutual friends or work? Because I feel like whatever you were working on at the time, they were kind of studying you. But what this taught you in this relationship here is collaboration and the people here who are there for you. Because when it came to teamwork, this person sucked at it. They did. It's like they sucked at it. It's like the mutual part was easy for them, but when it was like doing the hard work, it sucked. They sucked at it. Things to consider for you moving forward. Look at this, 10 of Pentacles. Now, I do feel like there's good things coming your way, but the 10 of Pentacles is usually a very secure card when it comes to community, your well-being, your family. I'm not saying that some of you may have moved on already, but others of you, this is you finding your people, your community, where you can recover, where you can rest, where you can start working on your stability. So your finances are what's being pushed on right now, or at least your home front for your stability. And that's what this individual here was kind of pushing from you. I feel this need here of just recovering from an individual here who was a sweet talker. All right. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends community. And if you like to book a private reading, just go over to my website and you can see. Libra is now up. And thank you, Debbie, for the 3 donations. I don't know why the target didn't work. Well, that's what you told me, it wasn't working, but I see them on my end. So we will do a collective bonus after we get 2 more. Libra is up. Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Libra. See what your song is. Libra. All by myself. Eric Carmen. Emotional isolation. Seeking a true connection. Feeling distance in a relationship. Using solitude for deep reflection. So your person is, I want to say they're in hermit mode. They're not really in any kind of connection right now. They're feeling very lonely. What else do you need to know about this person? I won't lie, I still check up on you sometimes. So this individual here is checking your social media, and some of you are like, that's impossible. They blocked me. They have a fake account. They found a way. They do check on you. I think this person misses the hell out of you. I don't know necessarily if they're hitting like, though. I think this person is quietly watching you. Who is this person, Spirit? Who is this individual? Remember, no reversals in initial story play. Oh my gosh. They're in a timeout, aren't they? They're not illuminated yet, but I do feel like, Libra, this has been somebody you've been separated for quite some time. Thank you, Mitzi. We are one donation away from unlocking the first bonus. The Hangman is a very self-sacrificing card. So this individual here is doing the healthy thing. They are taking a time out here. But I also feel very exhausted, disappointed. They're in a recovery period. They're not illuminated. What drives us emotionally here? Nine of Wands. This person's very guarded, wounded, not ready. But I don't think it's necessarily what you did. I think that this is how this person here was the core of the issue, was how guarded they were, but yet they were still here as a stickler. Thank you, Mitzi. We've hit our first donation bonus. But the mask that they wore here is the Emperor, Aries energy. Well, the man, this is hard because I don't think that this person here means ill will. I think that there's just something here that there's past disappointments that keep this person stuck. They could have been married before, they could have children, but there's something here in this person's life where they just are exhausted when it comes to connection. And so I think this person here is going through a little bit of an ego death and pride. It's not that they don't enjoy your company. They think of you often. They do. But they also feel like the most responsible thing to do is to sit here. If you want to talk to each other, look at the chat on the line. She can see you. What's on their mind and why they're thinking about you? Reversals are up. Oh my gosh. You are heavily on this person's mind. More than they want to admit, in an unhealthy way. There's jealousy here. There's a little bit of resentment. Why is this? Oh, fall from grace. You put this person in their spot. I think you had at one point had this person on a pedestal. So there's just something here about you not putting them in the light. Not right now. Why they're thinking of you is, oh, look at this. Thank you, Elizabeth. We are now 4 donations away from unlocking bonus 2. 8 of Wands. Libra's on the go. See, you ran. But you ran with determination. You ran because you're the hell out of there. I think you ran because you said, I'm not waiting anymore. I mean, there's acceleration here. You have quickly moved on from this individual. What they desire here with you? Well, with the King of Swords here reverse, could be dealing with another fellow air sign here, Libra. Could be another Libra or Aquarius or Gemini. But I feel like what this person is hoping is that there's something about your emotions being an override. So maybe you were very angry at this individual, right? Maybe you left off in a spat of some sort. But this individual here feels that don't mean to trigger you, but that you overreacted. And that, they were guarded for a reason. Ooh. What's holding them back here? What's holding them back here is they don't feel that you feel the same way anymore. Like the longer this has gone, see, the longer this person sits here playing the woe is me all by myself, is very guarded, is uncertain about the moves, but thinking the best move here is to sit and wait. It feels that there was some overreaction on your end, but at the same time, they feel like as much time has passed that it's becoming inevitable that you are not coming back. So this person here is watching you light, and you are lighting up a fire. Some of you, it is your career. Some of you, it is your well-being, your health. Some of you are putting yourself back out there. You're dating again. All right. Maybe you have another connection, some of you, but in regards, this individual here didn't want things to change. The next move and energy and outcome of this individual. Wow. I didn't anticipate this. I did not anticipate this. This person's going to get up. Now, here's the thing. This person here is at a 7 of Wands. You're ahead. Okay. There's defensive energy here too. So like I said, some of you, this anger and jealousy could come off as, well, if Libra is having a glow up, I can have a goddamn glow up too. All right. Now it's becoming competitive with this individual. So some of you, they are being influenced by your moves to get up and get their ass moving in their life, which is not necessarily a bad thing. They highly see you as a person here as a role model more than anything. Right. The emperor eventually has to make a move. And so I feel like there's a move happening here. Now, some of you, this move here is determined here to step up, make connection. But I don't want to promise everybody that. Things to consider with this individual. Welcome. Is it Nibzai? Hopefully I got that right. Welcome. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah. The issue with this individual is that they love to weigh out their options. And sometimes the options are a third party, whether this is a possible lover, somebody here that they want to get back. It could also be even third party. This person here likes to have their options open, but they also like to have their cake and eat it too. That's why they're the great juggler. Okay. This is an individual here to the core, tries to center and do everything. They also have a little bit of a people pleaser issue, which would be an issue in this connection. Things to consider about the moves you're making. Oh, look at you. Some of your money's doing well. Libra, your money is doing well. I know this is a love reading, but some of you just need to hear it. Okay. Okay. Some of you are meant to be business owners. Okay. Others of you, if you had a career change, this is going to be really solid for you. It just simply is. Okay. But the Queen of Pentacles is also someone here who's very nurturing, motherly, invest wisely, very family oriented, community oriented. You got a lot of good things coming your way when it comes to the practical things in your life, but also the nurturing things in your life. Right. And there's just something here about being a role model. And I got to tell you, I think you're a role model to this individual. 1, 2, 3. I think this person here does want to grow with you, but they may have to do some growing up. And so they may have to realize that this ahead of thing needs to stop if they want to work it out with you. Okay. It has to be having each other's back if it's going to work out. All right. That's what I got here for you, Libra. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And if you like to book a private reading, be certain to check out my website for my availability as it's going quickly. Dog crazy. Do I do personals? I do. I do live personals, one-on-ones, and I also do one-offs. The one-offs are in the digital store, but the best way to get services with me is through Harmonia Friends Community because you get massive discounts, like huge discounts. So like don't lose out on that. Because that's usually how people go is through that. I just dropped my cards here. Missed the table entirely and caught them. Scorpio is up. No, I didn't drop any. I thought I did, but I did not. All right, guys, thank you so much for the donations too. We did unlock one collective bonus. We still have 4 more targets to hit. If you hit that target or super sticker, I'm keeping note of it for somebody said the target wasn't working. But if we get 10 targets, we will unlock the final one. But so far, we do have a collective bonus here at the end. Hey, Connie, welcome back from Utah. How's it over in Utah right now? Is it warm over there? Is it warm now? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio, let's see what your song is. Now remember, you may want to go and take note of the song because there may be more messages in the song lyrics itself. Okay. Oh my God. I'm already can hear the song playing in my head. Boys to Men, End of the Road, Abrupt Ending. Don't try to fix what isn't fixable. Accept that something has truly ended. Focus on where you go from here. Oh, this person had a hard time saying goodbye. If I had cherished you more, would we have made it? So this is an individual here who did not choose this connection. They simply didn't. Interesting. I feel like both of these kind of look like a train. Maybe a train is something significant. Maybe this person was a commuter. But I also feel with the trains is that this individual here, preferred their company somewhere else. And that could have been with either another individual or it could have been at work, could have been a third party. But they did not appreciate when they left. They just assumed you'd always be there and come back around. They picked and choose which train station they would be at. Almost feels like a double life. No reversals on initial story play. Dominant energy here of this individual. 9 of Swords. My gosh. Fear. This person has dark secrets. I think if you truly knew all of this person's secrets, you would probably be mortified because they hid a lot from you. And I think that's why this anxiety is so big on this individual. They can't keep up with their lives. I think this person is up late at night. They are worried more. But the worriness comes in place here because of they don't know what to anticipate on the next day. They're very worried about the future. But yet, what was the core of the situation here in this connection? 6 of Pentacles. Breadcrumber. They pick and choose when they wanted to be in this connection here with you. They just did. I feel like sometimes you had to beg for this person's attention, time, and efforts. And if you had children with this individual, it's almost this level here. If they would do this, they would even treat the kids this way. I don't know if you have kids with this person, but that's just how they treated people. The Wheel of Fortune is the mask of this individual. Oh, gosh. This person, I don't know if they had a gambling addiction or they just had that gamble attitude where they would take chances left and right to see how far they could go or get away with something. But when it got so far into whatever they got into, that's the part where they got worried. Because they couldn't get out of this. It's almost like once you open Pandora's box, this person is almost in an addiction mode. They like the high of that. Reversals are now up. They will be applied to the cards above. What's on their mind about you? What were they hiding? And why they're thinking of you now? Oh, look at that mask. Dang. You were the first individual who called them out. You really were. I think that this person's lies got so turned around, but you had so much ammo on this individual that you just called it out for what it is. Yeah. They're hiding here. They're actually a little scared of you, Scorpio, and you're very intuitive to begin with, your water sign. But Scorpio is very intuitive. But they're a little creeped out with how intuitive you are. How you were able to find certain things out. Even the evidence that you have, they're afraid that you even have more than this. I think that's what makes them worried. Because you haven't really revealed everything. You revealed enough of the truth that you had the hard evidence on, but not the intuitive evidence on, right? So you have a lot of ammo on this individual and they know it. But they're not going to ask about it because then that would reveal them. Do you get it? So it's almost like, they're just constant in fear of you saying something. How are they going to react to this? How it's going to affect their story, their ego? How, what are they going to do about it? Yeah. Haunted choice. There it is. There it is. They're haunted by their own damn choices. I think if this person is in a connection right now, there's fear here that their new lover is going to find out some things that you know about them, and it's going to ruin their reputation of how they are or shall be. But this person ruined their own reputation. You know what I'm saying? Like they did it on their own, but yet they put their power a lot into you. Some of you, they think that if you're not, even if you're not witchy, they see you as a witch. All right. They're just like, they know stuff. Witches or warlocks. What the desire here with you, the Knight of Wands. Whew. They really wish that they weren't as fearful around you, that they could play off as a play. See, the thing is this person tries to say that they're nonchalantly not upset or embarrassed, or like all of this broke down. But it all breaks down because this person here, went in places that they shouldn't be, played with fire, right? Player. But this is a person here who's trying to pretend that they're okay with being caught as a player, but their hope here is that the game can keep playing off, that you're not going to ruin their persona entirely. What's holding them back here, oh my God, look at this, a devil, is their addictions. This person's an addict. I don't know if they're a gambler. I don't know if they're a sex addict. I don't know if there's just something kinky about this individual. Capricorn energy. And this person's got dark stuff, like dark internet stuff this individual's into. And you figured this person out, but they're very worried about their reputation. And so that's the only reason why they keep tabs. Next move and energy here. Well, the next move here, with the Seven of Cups here reverse, their grounded reality is the relationship that they chose, or the life that they chose is on the rocks. Okay. And what I say on the rocks is this addiction's getting worse. It's not getting better. So by you pulling your energy back, exposing this for what it is, they have nothing to do but face the devil, and that's themselves. And so it's becoming quite clear that individuals are seeing this person be very, very messy, sloshy. There's just something where they're getting a rude awakening with their reality of what's truly around them. A mess. And I think that if another relationship they went towards is very messy right now, I do feel like you do come up a lot in this person's fights with this other person. Things to consider about this individual. Gosh, Four of Pentacles. Some of you were this person's safe place. You were the grounding reality for them. Some of you were the place that literally took them in, like a home. Okay, not saying they're homeless, but I feel that this person here was a miser. They were holding on to you for stability. That's why, you were always somebody to fall back onto. And so this is somebody here who is realizing they don't have anyone to fall on. Things to consider with you. Look at you. Six of Swords. Emotionally, this sucks. But in the long run, you're listening to your intuition. And that's the most strongest thing that you can do right now, okay, is parting ways. And you're parting ways silently, meaning you're not telling everybody your moves, which is the best way to go, especially if you're trying to cut ties with an individual. I feel like you are going silent with a lot of different individuals, especially if there's mutual individuals in between, because you're processing grief. You're processing awareness. And some of you, it's like, I don't want to be associated with that. And so you're just trusting your intuition that the darker times are kind of getting lighter as you move and move further and further away from this energetically. All right. That's what I got here for you, Scorpio. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends. And if you'd like to book a private reading, go check out my website. There's two ways. I got live sessions, and I also have one-offs, which are in my digital shop. But the best way to book is through my community, because you get discounts, big discounts. They're listed all on the website. Sagittarius is up. And like I said, my books are filling up because I took some time off in June. So I think I'm already starting to book out in July. Nib says, yep. Oh, I'm sorry you went through that. You're welcome, Missy. Thank you for. Hey, did you guys notice who's quiet tonight? My moderators, you notice it's much quieter tonight? He's still here. He's still here. He's just quieter. Nightbot is still here. For those of you who are joining and going, what about Nightbot? I had Nightbot apparently on like hardcore restriction rules, and he was slamming everybody with emojis and timing out people. My moderators were sweating. And I was laughing because I was like, oh, I hired the soup Nazi. No readings for you. Yeah, it's much quieter now. I might turn him on every once in a while when I want to make sure you guys are doing your job. I'll do it when Mitzi's not driving, though. You didn't get in a car accident. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Nobody's stopping by on you, Star. It's very lonely over there. You know what I noticed, Star, is Twitch, they're not really into love readings. They like the general readings and the weeklies. That's what I've noticed. Sagittarius, here we go. Sun, moon, rising in Venus. Sagittarius, let's see what your song is. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Oh, that's a great song by Queen. Falling hard and fast. Embrace the thrill of new attraction. Love may show up in an unexpected way. Follow the spark, not the script. Okay, so you got someone here who, man, you already have a spark with this individual. I love that song. Make sure you listen to the songs, guy, because there might be additional messages. What's else going on here with this person? It's a great song. It's a catchy tune. Do you ever think about me late at night? Oh, man, is this puppy love? It does remind me of junior high. I feel like it just reminds me of puppy love. I think that this is a really sweet connection with this individual. This feels like new love. Sagittarius, I feel like a person here is thinking about you, is having some romantic feelings. They really like it. Maybe it's a deep friendship and it's turned to love. It could be that. Some of you, it could be that. Okay. I'm liking that. Change of pace for some of these readings. All these readings have been about people from the past. This feels like genuine love. Core issues of this individual. Oh, look at this. They're showing up as the moon. So I think this is a secret admirer. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Very intuitive, this individual. All right. But they keep an eye on you. They watch you. Look at all this moon energy hidden in the secrets. I don't know. Are you seen publicly in the public eye? Some of you maybe. Or maybe you're an influencer. Or if not, you're an individual here who shows up on social media, or this is school or work. You know, this person watches you. The core of this connection, the Hierophant. I told you, is this work related? School related? Friendships? Two of you already have a deep friendship. You work well with one another. This person, you have a secret. You got someone who's got a crush on you. That's cute. It's cute. Taurus energy. Look at all these major arcanas coming out. The mask, what they show or hide in this connection. Look at all of this moon energy. Six of Swords. Let me tell you, this person is one of those people who will be there with you through thick and thin. So I feel that when the two of you, like if you guys are hanging out with mutual friends or even at work, or if this is something that's community oriented, you two, like, people like kind of leave the room and you two are still chatting and talking. The core of the situation here is that you both have had some tumultuous passes, like most people do, breakups and things, but you've discussed it. I think the two of you are very familiar with one another. There is intimacy here. But I also feel with the swords is something here about moving past this illusion that there's nothing there, because there is something here, at least for this individual. I just feel this person here hasn't been opening up yet with you. They may be shortly. We'll see. Reversals are now up. They will be affected by the first row. We have resolving conflict. Look at this. 5 of Wands. So I feel the issue here is that this individual may have seen you or dealt with you being in another connection. There is some areas here they really do highly think of you. I do feel like some of you work with this individual or go to school with this person. But here's the thing. I do think at one point this person here was going to state something to you, but there was another individual here who caught your eye or got to you first. And so I do feel this was a mutual friend. I just heard Jesse's girl. All right. So I almost feel like you ended up with an individual mutually that they know that they were really ticked off at. Because with, look at this. This haunts this individual. The only reason that they haven't come out now is because they do feel a little bit funny. They know you've moved on from this person. And there's been some time that's passed on between you and this individual, meaning the past individual, not you and this person. But there's also this energy here of watching you mature, grow up. Some of you, the last relationship you had with whatever this mutual friend was, significantly, if it's not a mutual friend, it's just somebody here that they saw you in a relationship and they had to like pretend that they were just your friend, you had children with, okay? You started a family with that individual. So they've kind of been in the back burner watching you be in another connection. They may even went to that, they may have went to that wedding. Some of you, they were in that wedding. Huh, that's very specific, but that's for some of you. Taurus and Libra energy. What they desire here with you. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune. It's the right time, right place. I just feel like there's been time. So it's almost like maybe this was junior high. Like Debbie said, this reminds me of junior high, but now you guys are adults. A lot of time has gone by. The two of you have matured. You're in completely different situations, but there's this window of opportunity of meeting again. The spark is still there. So this person generally really likes your company, likes to hang out with you. And there's something here about an event coming up that they're excited about. What's holding them back here? Fall from grace. I think the biggest thing that's holding them back is they're fearful of making a fool of themselves, because there has been so much time and they feel that if they say something now because of this reconnection, this respark, that you may be completely, against it. But I do believe that this individual, we're going to see what their next move is. I do believe this person here is willing to fall from grace just to say, hey, I actually do truly have romantic feelings for you. Yeah, I do believe that this person here, because here's the thing. They missed out before. This is not a person who's going to miss out again. It's going to be up to you if you want to, open the door to this or even entertain this. Some of you may not want to entertain this. I get it. But it's someone here for quite some time that has had secret emotions and feelings for you. And now it's just, now they're at the time here where it's like, I'm at the point where it's going to be too late. I'll be dead. So I might as well ask. So I feel this energy here of this person going to ask you, or at least admit to you that they be vulnerable to you. Yeah, be prepared. Ace of Pentacles. You're getting an invite, you know. Some of you, this invitation here is more than just friendship. It just simply is. This is someone here who wants something a little bit longevity. This is going to shock the hell out of some of you. Because some of you, it's like the end of a friendship, but like, what's it going to bring here? And interesting enough, I saw the Knight of Cups here underneath here. This is someone here who is going to up level and reveal their emotions and feelings regarding a long-term friendship. So I feel like you've been friends with this person for quite some time. Be ready. Be ready. All right. That's what I got here for you, Sagittarius. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends community. And we're going to move over to Cappy. Capricorn is up. Thank you, Debbie. We are 3 donations away from unlocking the second bonus. We already got the first bonus down on YouTube. Star, I almost thought you fell asleep over there. You're in there by yourself, girl. I feel bad. Who's Star? This Star. The one that you always ask for on YouTube. She's on Twitch. Star Child is on Twitch. My other moderator. If you look on the screen, you can see that she's over there. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see who is thinking about you. Oh, I like this song too. I'm Yours, Jason Mraz. The lighter side of love. Let your love be relaxed and real. Don't complicate what should be simple. Make laughter your love language. Okay, lean in. Oh, yes, she may have gone to sleep. I asked her if she was going to sleep. Yes. She was quiet over there. Our connection is intense and it scares me. Ooh. What's this divide between the two of you? So some of you, this is physical distance, but others of you, this divide here could be a pretty big obstacle in the way. Hopefully it's not another relationship. I mean, that's like a tower between the two of you, but you're still staring at both each other. So you're well aware of one another. You want to be with each other and see it. Who is this individual? Remember, no reversals. 7 of Cups. Oh, boy. So this is an individual who has more than one option, is a little bit confused. Core, what drives them emotionally, what their heart is learning through love. Look at all of this distance. Let me see the mask they're wearing before I channel this message, dude. Let me see what that mask is first. 5 of Swords. Here comes Friskers with his mouse. which is, you know me, that's always a sign that becomes part of the reading. He brought a gift. This person here, you are the gift. You are the person they want to be with. The problem is they are in something else. And this individual here feels stuck. They simply do, right? The mask here is they feel very trapped in another relationship. They want out, but they feel stuck. They feel like they can't go anywhere right now. That sucks. What's on their mind about you? Man, they really adore you. Hey, 720. Queen of Wands. They see you as ambitious. They see you as fiery. They see you as someone who's sure of themselves and confident. You may be, I don't know, that this person's watching you online. You may be an influencer of some sort, a musician, an artist. You're very creative, ambitious. So this is something where it's so easy to desire. But what's hidden here with Judgment is they're married. They're in a commitment. This person's in a relationship. There's two sides. There's a double-edged sword here. They're not out of a commitment yet. So close, but so far away. Why they're thinking about you. You know what? I think some of you, this person here, chose a comfortable connection and it turned out to be completely the wrong choice for them. They were confused. There was uncertainty here, but they really should have leaned into this connection, but they didn't. Others of you, you are the third party. And as much as they want to be with you, this gets a little deeper because not only are they committed, they may have children involved. Yeah. They're not ready to go through this doorway. They're still trying to figure out how to navigate this. So be wary. This person does fantasize a lot and wants to be with you, but I don't think this energy here of they can't be fully committed to you. They just can't. Yeah. This person here is truly holding on to the hopes that you'll wait for them, but God knows how long that will be. Because it's messy what this person is in. Even though this relationship may not be healthy, they're in it. Queen of Coins here, reverse. This is the person here they're stuck with. It's not you. It's complete opposite. I think for some of you, they're in a codependent situation where this individual, the reason they may be staying put is because they are the main provider, or they are not financially stable because of this connection and they just feel stuck right now. They're not well financially right now, this person. They're just making ends meet. But they're definitely heavily thinking about you and dreaming of this connection and wanting to be in this connection, but it's not reality. Things to consider with this person, Capricorn. I think there's a lot of worry and fear because it's like, I think there's genuine love here, but there's fear here of like, will they ever come to me? Here's the thing. This person right now ain't going anywhere. They're not. They have to get out of this commitment first. And some of you, if it's not out of the commitment, whether it's a long-term divorce or separation, this is going to take a hell of a long time because the other person's making it very difficult for them. So, this is not going to be a clean slate love story. It just simply isn't. What Spirit wants you to focus on, I just said underneath the deck, what should Capricorn focus on right now? Okay. Oh man, I feel bad. Because there's grief, there's loss here. But this relationship that you desire, gosh, I mean, I could see why you fully desire is just so uncertain. There's just too many things in this crossroads right now. And I feel for a lot of it has to do this energy, like I said, with this other person. But here's the thing. What Spirit wants you to show up as is the Queen of Swords, someone here who remains authentic, truthful, discernment, and be very assertive. Be very logical about this. Don't allow this to emotionally overdrive, because there's a lot of cups there. And it's like, there's a need here to detach and be very logical about what's the divide here in this connection and what this reality is in this. Okay. That's what I got here for you, Capricorn. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Sending you so much love if you're in that situation. And don't forget, you can always book. Excuse me, Friskers. He just came running in up here, jumping on the table. If you want to book a private reading, you most certainly can on my website. Buddy, you can't come jumping up here like that. No. There you go. He's making a presence here. You can see Friskers. Okay, buddy, you can't stay there. He thinks differently. He 100% thinks differently. He's like, I am going to stay here. Now, you got to get off, buddy. Come on. I don't care how mad you are. You got to go. He is super cute, but he's a pain in the ass. He usually sits behind me, but he wants my attention. He dropped a mouse for me. Aquarius. It's so funny. He's the only one who comes in here when I do the cards. Other cats will not enter this room energetically. Friskers, he'll be all over me. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I love him too. He's cute. All right, Aquarius, here we go. Guys, we are 3 targets away from unlocking the collective bonus. I'm down to 3. I only have 3. I cannot get any more. I used to have 6 cats and a dog. And over this past 6 years, I lost 2, and the other 2 I had to rehome because of the 2 that I have now that are very temperamental, and it wasn't fair to the other ones. Yeah, I'm a crazy cat lady. I love animals. I do. I miss having a dog, I can tell you that much. But there's so much more work. I just don't have the lifestyle right now to have a dog. Not with the amount of traveling and things I do. I mean, they're like hardcore in comparison to a cat. Aquarius. Let's see what your love song is. God Only Knows, the Beach Boys. What was that? That was the opening song of Big Love. Love without words, a quiet romance deepens. Someone will reveal their heart. Trust that you're always loved, Aquarius. I like this. I thought we had more time. Oh, So you're in separation with this individual. Now I can't get that song out of my head. God only knows. All right. Man, this person's guarded. They're very guarded. This person didn't let you fully in. What drives them emotionally, what their heart is learning through love. Oh my God. Ten of Swords. Well, that's betrayal. That's a harsh and rude ending. There's no coming back from the Ten of Swords. I mean, 10 is a rebirth, but like when something's deader than dead, it's like that's the core of it. This ended harshly. What they show or hide in this connection here, the Magician, that they want you back. This person did something. They miss the hell out of you. I think this is a person here who, well, I mean, they hurt you. They know exactly what they did. But it's like one of those things that as time goes by, this person like thinks about you more and more. And so there's a part of them that hopes that you still care for them, still love them. They just can't quite understand this connection. They just can't. Reversals are now up. Hey, Samantha. 10 of coins, another 10. Oh my gosh. Five of Cups here, reverse. You know, this person's life is not going that great. Some of you were married to this individual, had a family with this person. We're getting there, Tammy. We're getting there, almost there. But others of you, I feel this energy of this person seeing this relationship so differently, especially if they ran to another connection. Because I feel like whatever this connection is that this person ran to, or if it wasn't you, whether it's love or third party interference, family situations, or what, they're definitely realizing the mark that they left. And that this relationship obviously meant something deeper. But I think that this person was hoping that over time, this would heal and maybe there would be an opening to talk, to communicate, to reconcile. But here's the thing. What's happening right now is not that. Why they're thinking of you now is because they're seeing you move on. And some of you, you're moving on, whether in another connection or you just got your shit together. Your life's going really well. Could be financially more on top of things. Your health could be going really good. Like you're moving on from this individual. It's very clear that you're moving on. This person here did not think that you would move on from them. Not truly. What they desire with you. Gosh. Letting go. They wish they could let you go. They can't. This person is feeling so guilty about this betrayal of what they did to you. A quiet romance deep and someone will reveal their heart. Trust that you'll always love. This person here never truly revealed their heart to you, wasn't truly vulnerable, yet they projected back to you that they didn't care and they cared deeply about you, yet they didn't treat you that way. That's the part that sucks about this so badly. They're trying very deeply to let go, but it's hard for them. What's holding them back here? What's holding them back is this person here is disconnected from a lot of different things, but more importantly here, they see you just moving on, moving entirely into a different direction. You know, this made you kind of grow your worth, you know, grow up in a sense. But the reason they're so disheveled and they are disheveled is that this person's very lost in life. I don't really feel like they've really moved on from this connection, nor did they had any growth. It's almost like they took 10 steps backwards rather than forwards. So if they thought that they were picking better, it was worse. Some of you, they're in a financial wreck here. The next energy here, move here, look, 4 cups, waste. Just to fantasize. I don't think that this is a person here who would ever have the cojones to face you. I think that this is a person here who's very pessimistic, is dreaming about the past, is an individual here who gets lost in fantasy land a lot. Could even actually have like heavily tried to drink away their issues. I don't know if red wine's a situation, but I see it a lot here. But there's just this energy of an individual here who sees a wasteful opportunity here, not even trying to apologize or anything in that sense. Things to consider with this individual hook. Look, 9 of Pentacles. The thing is that this relationship actually was your stepping stone to your independence. Because a lot of you thought that you needed this individual or you just wanted this person to be here for you or you needed some validation. But the truth is you needed some self-validation from yourself. And so this is what this has allowed you to have is a 9 of Pentacles. That's very different than this person's 9 of Wands. Right? This also reminds me of the Morrigan. Be something significant to you. Yeah, you got another 4 here. So yours is about rest, recovery. You've separated from this. You're guarded on this. And this individual is still in recovery. They haven't been able to rest their mind. They're stuck in the past. You're not stuck in the past. You're taking it as a lesson. You're learning from the past and you're moving forward. And so Spirit is saying that you've rested your mind on this, but this individual, the reason you are heavily on this person's mind is they've been trying to dodge this for some of you for years. So if they come fleeting in your mind, you're like, I wonder why I'm thinking of this individual or why they popped up. That's because they're still going through stuff on their own, but they're not going to admit this in any way, shape or form. They're just not as a page level. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aquarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And if you'd like to book a private reading, make sure you check out my schedule as it's booking up quite quickly with the time off I've been taking coming up. Pisces. So we're getting closer. We have Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and we have an unlocked bonus. We have not yet gotten to our second unlocked bonus, and that's okay, but we are 3 stars away from unlocking that. Pisces is up. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on. Let's get it. Let's see what your song is, Pisces. Reminder here that you might want to look up the song as there may be additional messages here for you in the lyrics. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Spirit. What do we have here for Pisces? Who was thinking of them? Oh, I love this song. At Last, Etta James, Timeless Love. Let yourself believe this is real. Embrace what you've always hoped for. A long-awaited love is arriving, Pisces. Sounds nice. It's a very timeless song. Not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you something. Isn't that interesting? And then we have a song that says "At Last," and that it's a timeless love. It's kind of cruel. Thanks, Debbie. You guys have been in and out of each other's lives for quite some time. I think there is a lot of unconditional love in this relationship, but doesn't necessarily mean you got to be together. You got a history with this individual, Pisces. The Emperor, this person's showing up as the Emperor. All 4 kings in one. A born leader, Aries energy. Yeah, it can be egotistical, but this is someone here who's could be a boss, a father, mature. It's not a young individual. Like, really, it's not young. I mean, I wouldn't even say like nothing lower than 35 or so. Look, the moon, the core issue here is there's something. So the two of you tend to be in each other's lives. Like, you go back and forth. Pisces moon, Pisces energy. You have a very telepathic connection with this person. What's the mask of this? Ace of Wands. My gosh, the two of you. This is hot. Do you see how this is divided, though? I feel like for you, Pisces, this is a person here who comes off as very strong-willed. They can be very level-headed, but their arrogance comes with pushing to do things their way. And so this is a person, once they take action or there's a sexual desire here, it's hot. But I also feel a lot of love and hate with this person because the controlling part can get old after a while. So I feel like even if you had a lot of makeup sex with this individual, it's like, okay, we got to stop doing this. We're missing the point here of an issue that needs to be resolved. And so that was the hard part with this person, is that they fought for this, but the fighting was just so intense with this individual. What's on their mind about you? Reversals are now up. Knight of Cups. They just miss you. They love you. There's obviously still a lot of attraction here. Some of you, the reason that the problem with this relationship could also be distance. It could be long distance. Could be the issue is that this is a long distance relationship and it's never the right time. What they feel, but they haven't said. Oh man. That they know that they've taken more. That they should have offered you more. They should have appreciated you more. I feel that this individual should have opened up to you more. They were afraid to be vulnerable, sensitive, yet they were sensitive in their anger, but they may have had even anger issues a little bit, this individual. Why they're thinking of you now? Because as time goes by, they're really feeling that the opportunity's over. Two sponsors away. Aquarius energy. I think that you seem to be okay. And this individual here is like, dang, Pisces is still looking good. Pisces is still looking hot. But, you know, the appreciation here is even if they threw something at you, I don't think that you would be as like, oh my gosh, thanks for the flowers. Oh, thanks you for thinking about me. It'd be like, thanks. And I think you would be very one-worded with this individual. What they desire here with Pisces. Accepting past trauma here. They wish that you They wish that you could see that they've changed and believe them, because there's a lot of past trauma where this person made you feel like you had to walk on eggshells around them. And so you tended to get very nervous because anything that you said was either thrown against you or just became irrational, or they took things so personally. And this is something here where they wish that you looked at them differently more than anything. Hey, Sherry, welcome. Thanks for keeping Star company. She's getting lonely there on Twitch. What's holding them back here? 10 of coins. Some of you are happily moved on in a really amazing commitment. So it's like they don't want to interfere with this. They see that you're doing well. Others of you, if you're not in a commitment, it's just like you're happy with your work life. You're happy with your friends, your family, your community. You're doing well. And so what can they add to that? That's the thing. They can't add to it. There's pride here that comes in the way. You've built something for you, and it shows. The next move of this individual here, well, I didn't expect this. I just simply didn't expect it. Loki just popped in. She never pops in here. You just proved me wrong. I said no cat comes in here, and then you showed up. Loki, the mischievous one. I think this person, you're going to hear from this individual. You are. We're going to leave it at that, though. I know it's a tower, but we're going to leave it at that because sometimes things are meant to be hidden, you know? And I think that it has to do with some kind of recognition that you are receiving soon. I don't know if you're moving soon. I don't know if you're engaged. I don't know if it's a work situation that's coming up for you, but you are going to be seen, and this person is going to congratulate you in some form. I'm trying to open communication with you. Page of Pentacles. Spirit is just saying about this individual is that even though they are the Emperor, they're still coming off, even though the Emperor, they're coming back as the Page. And that means that this individual is doing some inner child work in a really big way. They may look like an opportunity, but I feel like the opportunity here is a peace. I don't feel like this person here is going to be like, oh my gosh, I want you back kind of energy. It's almost like, I care. I want to see how you're doing. Wishing you well. It's going to be a small gesture. It is. You got good things coming your way. Whether you believe it or not, you got good things coming away. Some of you, congratulations, you're getting married. Not to this individual, but that at last thing is a wedding song. So you might have an individual who's watching you, marry. But I think there's genuine love here. They just can't give you what they missed the boat. They just simply did. All right. That's what I got here for you, Pisces. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side at Harmonia Friends Community. And if you'd like to book a private reading, go check out my website. All of the details are there, but please check soon because my books are pretty jam-packed since I am taking some time off. So it's already booking out to July. Thank you, Mitzi. We are now one donation away from unlocking the last collective bonus. That's a chance here for the Zodiac dice to roll. I haven't used this once in a while. Maybe I'll use this to see if your sign comes back up. We have Aries next. I know Tammy's been waiting patiently for Taurus. Save the best for last. It's coming. Are you? Congratulations. Congratulations, Tammy. Aries is up. All right, Aries, here we go. Aries, let's see what your love song is Remember to look up the song here at the lyrics, as there may be more messages here for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aries, what is going on here? Cry Me a River. Justin Timberlake. Too late. Emotional manipulation alert. Someone wants sympathy, not change. No more second chances. Oh, dang. I mean, it is what it is. No more second chances. Someone here playing victim. Feels like it. It feels like it. Life isn't a test. There are no right answers. Life isn't a test. There's no right answers. I think this person just flat out blames you. And so there's almost this energy here where they feel like you're testing them. They have a hard time taking accountability. I can already feel it with this individual. I can. How are they showing up here? Dealing with the Leo? So this person is, well, how they show up, they're very happy. This is a person here who's very lighthearted. They have a lot of vitality. They're a good time. But the thing is this person can burn you too. Okay. There's just this energy here of they like to be in the present. God, that was the problem with this individual. They're always like, let's just enjoy the moment. Let's just enjoy the moment. They're one of those individuals. They never painted anything here with you other than let's just enjoy the moment. I'm good. Are you good? Core, what drive this individual here? 6 of Cups. I mean, there's a lot of love here. There is. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of memories with this individual. It's not like you guys didn't work out in the beginning. What they show or hide in this connection? The 7 of Wands. Well, I gotta fix my I heard the low battery thing, but hold on. Let me fix my mic. Sorry, guys. Hopefully that will connect. There we go. 7 of Wands. Dang. I think the problem with this individual, Aries, is that they don't like to be pushed. They don't like to be told what to do. And they don't like to take accountability. And there's something here where the fear came in of making moves, forward thinking. They weren't ready. What's on this person's mind about you? Oh man, they just feel this is a blamer. You got someone here who's blaming you. I wasn't ready. You were pushy. God, Hermit. Listen, you're heavily on this person's mind because you bossed up, you leveled up, and you took control of a scenario, of an individual here who consistently wasn't ready, needed time, needed space, but at the same time never faced you either. Virgo energy. All right. This individual here has a lot of blame. They see you as arrogant. They see you as someone here who was pushy and pushed their buttons, but you were not necessarily pushing their buttons. You were saying, this is my limit. I can only do so much. So you may have had to come off as the bad guy or gal, but how they view you is someone here who is pushy. What they desire here with you, here's the thing. This person hasn't changed worth shit. This person's a time waster. They just like to be in the moment. You know, they're all fun and games, but there's nothing about future or caring or you can't even doing any kind of talk with an individual. They just want to have fun. I think this person actually has Peter Pan syndrome a little bit. What's holding them back here? The Queen of Cups. Because that's the only way they know how to do it, is to manipulate through their emotions. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This person here is, it's interesting because it's kind of like the hangman mode here. And this is kind of like flipping over on the hangman. This person here loves to play victim to scenarios. And that's how they feel safe. So they're right now projecting you as the bad guy or gal. There's no accountability on this person's end. There's nothing. The next move and energy here, there is nothing. This is a person here who's just going to boo-hoo it. Play victim to the scenario. Too late. Emotional manipulation alert. Someone wants sympathy, not change. That's all they want. They want some sympathy from you. They feel like they wish that you would cut them a break. They see you as ruthless and arrogant, as someone here who's pushy. Ace of Cups. Now this is hard because the Ace of Cups is a very unconditional card, not based on conditions. But I don't feel it's necessarily all forgiveness. A good friend of mine says, Ace of Cups reminds me of acceptance. And I get it. I get why he would say acceptance, because you have to accept this person for where they're at, right? The unconditional part here is the love that you can give to yourself. And that is the star. It just simply is. So there's just something here where you have to accept the person for what they're at or what they're doing, but it doesn't necessarily mean you need to be treated that way. Right now, what Spirit wants you to focus on here is not going into this mode, because you tend to internalize stuff about what this person projects on you, and then you feel bad, and then you either pause or you wait for an individual, and it leaves you stuck. And Spirit saying it's already this person's crying a river because they know it's too late. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aries. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends community. And if you'd like to book a private reading, just go over to my website. All right. We're going to get to it. We're at the final sign, which means it's the final shot here to get that donation. We are one donation away, just one. I need to, yeah, I think I do. I need to get charge my mouse. It's getting low. But this would be the time, guys, that we get the bonus train going, because we do have a collective bonus coming. We do. We do. This would be the time to make sure you guys are following, that you guys are liking, and that you guys are putting the energy of what sign you want to see show up in that collective bonus, because our sponsors did unlock one for you. So go ahead and shout it out. You can play even if you're watching the replay. We're clearing the board here and getting this ready for Taurus. Oh, yeah. Let me do the faded dice over here, too. You're going to see it twice over there because I'm going to trigger it on here. Good call. No, you didn't do anything wrong. Oh, shoot. I did it wrong again. Gosh darn it. I spelled it wrong like an idiot. I always do an I. I should not be in charge of this. I should not be in charge of that. So, Debbie and Mitzi, I got to send you guys the key, because I can give you the key too. You should be able to type in explanation faded dice and it will come up for you too, because I set it to the moderators. We did? Did I miss it? We did. Thank you, Debbie. Mitzi, Debbie, and Elizabeth made it happen. You guys have both bonuses coming on. Of course, because my Taurus people are like, come on. Stop chatting. All right, I got it. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go, Taurus. I'm getting back to it. Layla, another song I love. It's an oldie. Eric Clapton, Obsession. Don't chase what isn't yours. Your feelings are unlikely to be returned. Focus on what's real, not fantasy. Listen to the lyrics of this song, Taurus. Hey, Papa, welcome back. Just in time for the collectives. The truth isn't always black and white. Oh my God. Checkmate. You know what? I think you stopped playing games with this person. I think you walked away. I think you were forced to walk away. Who is this person? Remember, no reversals here. Oh, yeah. When somebody comes off with that. So this is a person here who's very much projects with their words. Has to prove a point to you, Taurus. Okay. Could be an air sign, but they're very reactive and they don't like to lose. They're a sore loser. What drives them emotionally, where their heart is learning through love, what drives them emotionally here. Yeah, see, the thing is, this person always gets what they want on their timing, on whatever they choose. And there's something here that this individual was working on. The mask. Oh, they don't want to admit that they lost you. This person's blaming you too. But I also feel the 4 here and that 5 of Pentacles, they're very bitter. And they feel that there was something about you being impatient, disappointed. Dang. Why you're on this person's mind? What's on their mind here about you, Taurus? Virtuals are now up. Oh, because you're doing well. Taurus is doing well. Taurus has achieved a lot. Taurus is feeling optimistic about life. And deep down inside, oh my gosh, you used to give a lot to this individual. Some of you, financially, they held on to you very tightly. Some of you, unfortunately, they used you for your money or your time or your appreciation or your validation. You gave this person a lot of validation. You would be like, oh yeah, good game. But if something got reversed out of it, oh my God, this was like the end. It was horrific. I mean, God forbid if you ever played Monopoly with this individual. They probably threw the board on the floor. This is not the person here who would play fairly. Why they're thinking of you now? Oh my God, you're doing well. And it's not just you're doing well, you're accelerating well. Some of you have moved on another relationship. You're up leveled in that. Others of you're looking good. You're feeling good. I don't know if you're joining a marathon, but they're shocked. I mean, the biggest weight you had was this individual. They wore a dead weight. As quickly as chess can be, right? It's a very patient game. This person here was just always pointing the finger. What does this person desire with you? Why are you on this person's mind right now? King of Cups. Isn't it funny it's coming off as peaceful? Because honestly, I would not trust this individual at all. I wouldn't even invite this person to your wedding if you're getting married. But I feel like this individual is trying to show up as graceful. And this is a mask that this individual is wearing. Okay. It could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, because the King of Cups is not going to show their full on emotions. It's going to be, oh, that's very nice. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you, Taurus. I just wanted to let you know that it's some really incredible news that's happened to you. Why bother? Why bother? What's holding them from fully opening up is because they know that you're happy without them. Like, it's just like, it simply is. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. I mean, you're way better off without this individual. I think a lot of the obsession now, is this individual. I mean, let's go back to this card. Don't chase what isn't yours. Your feelings are likely to be returned. Focus on what's real, not fantasy. And this person is in la la land now, aren't they? You may have been that person at one point. Okay. Next energy or energy motivations here. Unfair bias. They do blame you. Yeah. There's a lot of blame here. They feel it's unfair that you get to move on and not stay the same individual that will play their childish games. Advice for you with this individual. Some of you will hear from this person, but it's going to be surfaced. Okay. The best thing that you ever did, Spirit says, is create some distance from this individual. But the longing is what made this person want you more. Okay. Because you were out of this person's reach. Some of you are really long distance from this individual, or it's been some long, long time. All right. For you right now, you got 1 foot to a new opportunity, and it sounds great. But Spirit is also reminding you, do not take the baggage of the past into this. And this doesn't mean necessarily bringing this person with you, but do not, whatever this person did to you, which is some games, is treat the new person because of what this person did to you. Learn from it, but do not expect this person here to be the same. Because you're going to have some moments here of doubt in this relationship where it's going to trigger you regarding this individual. And Spirit is saying underneath that trigger here is that you're going to take your time and be very patient, but you have an individual here who you're going towards who's in it for the long haul. This is not a person here who's going to play games with you. This new person that is coming your way is a person, look, 7, 8, 9, who really thrives independently, but also loves the fact that you're independent. So it's just kind of molding two worlds. Take your time, but this is a person here who takes their time and growth and effort. They really want to see this work for the long haul. All right. That's what I got here for you, Taurus. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side of Harmonia Friends community. And if you like to book something private, just check out my website. All right. We got the bonuses coming up. We got 2 bonuses. We certainly do. Thank you all for making donations. Welcome back, Joel. See ya. We're going to roll the dice here shortly. Who's my first dice person? Star, you're going to be the backup. Mitzi's going to, hopefully Mitzi's here. She sometimes has a delay, but we'll have Star do the backup. Whoever does it first. Because I don't think Star doesn't have commercials yet. Yeah, you did it last time. That's fine. It might just be Star because I don't know if she might be lagged. Debbie, can you put in exclamation mark, let's roll? Can you type that? So YouTube can see that. No. Not in caps. I'll do it. You have to do it like exactly. I wanted you to trigger Nightbot. I didn't want it to go twice on because when I do it, I trigger Star. Hey, Emotional, welcome back. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you, hon. I'm so sorry. Did you see how I did it? That's so you know next time. That's how you talk to him. I'll have to send you an email. All right, here we go. We're going to roll the dice. I feel like using the color ones, although they're really dirty, so I'm going to clean them up real quick. Here we go. Yeah, it's a command. All right, we got our collective bonus here. Before I forget, let's thank our sponsors for this evening. I mean, most of these were Debbie and Mitzi. We also have Elizabeth here. Thank you, ladies, for making both of these collective bonuses possible for this evening. Let's do it. We're going to roll the dice here. All right, we're going to roll it a couple of times, guys. So if your sign comes up and more placements for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, this message may be for you. Or if you're cross-watching, it could be their energy too. Right off the bat here, we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius is coming up. We also have Aries. Aries is here. Pisces. Pisces in the house. Leo. Leo is here. God, these are harder to read. I didn't realize how hard these were to read in comparison to the other ones. Libra. And one more, Cancer. So these are the signs here. If these are anywhere in your chart, these readings may be for you. Thank you, Golden Age. I appreciate the donation. Here we go. Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces, Leo, Libra, and Cancer. If any of these are in your chart, this reading is for you. What is your song? Take a bow. Rihanna. No more encores. See the pattern, not the plea. Don't fall for the performance. Close the curtain for good. Ooh, it's a strong song. Should listen to the lyrics of that song. What else do we got here for my collective? I'm scared of what we could become. Gosh, you do have a chord with this individual. Did you ever hear of the red string theory? Because I feel like there's just this energy here of entwining each other's lives, but something here is about to be broken. How is this person showing up? What is their dominant energy? Remember, no reversals here on initial story play. God, this person's nervous. I feel like this person feels like they made a big mistake. What was the core issue? I felt it. Does this not look like the two? Look at this. This Two of Swords is that scissors. I felt it. I was looking at it. And I'm like, this person didn't mean to do that. They let their fear override. They cut the ties without really wanting to do it in the first place. The mask this individual is wearing, well, it does not surprise me this is a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here, because they feel very deeply about you. But this person is well reserved and is not allowing their emotions to truly be seen, because that would mean that they would have to admit that they made a mistake. Oh, I just got the chills. Reversals are now up. What's on their mind about you? Temperance. There's a lot of time that's passed. Do you know that? Look at this. It's a rope again. You know, regardless of this individual cutting ties with you, it's been a balancing act here to get your emotions in check. Sagittarius energy strongly, but you're going through it regardless. And so this person sees you as very brave, resilient. But what they're hiding here from you is they are so haunted by what their actions are. And most of the actions have to do with not sharing with you how much they truly felt. They blew it. Some of you, this person said the exact opposite of how they felt. There's shame here. That leaves a mark. It's messy. They may have even turned the story and made you look like the bad guy. Yeah. I think this person here sees that you've broken the pattern. That you're not falling for any kind of performance, anything. When this person cut the ties, there was nothing for you to do other than to believe them. You can't get those towers back, right? It's just a remembrance of it. So this person here does feel like a ghost in your life now, but they're haunted by you. What they desire here with you, my gosh, is to go there with you. But they're not as strong. This person's on a rope too, right? But they got all this baggage on their back. It's just getting heavier and heavier and heavier. Do you see how what you did? You lightened your baggage. You really worked on your core. You're emotionally here going, no, I'm going to treat this right. I'm going to be very vulnerable in this. Interesting enough, the first time I've ever seen wings, totally different than what this individual's carrying with them. They're trying to walk forward in life with that, but you both are on a string regardless. They thought it was going to be easy cutting ties with you. It's not. Queen of Swords. And it's hard to, what's holding them back here is you hold the scissors now. I love that she's holding the Atlas. Because you don't allow your emotions to override anymore. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And so what holds them back is that you have the scissors now. You have the scissors now. My theory was the Queen of Swords used to be the Queen of Cups. So you're not allowing your emotions to override you anymore, but you're not afraid to, be very logical and communicate what those feelings are. This individual, the more they hold on to their feelings, the more they don't express their feelings, they're finding that it's becoming very, very uncomfortable. The next move or energy outcome here. This is not a person here who's going to follow you. If anything, they're going to stop. Because they can't keep pushing without taking accountability for it. And for you, you've been exhausted from trying to prove something to an individual. So you're not doing that anymore. So I feel like this individual, their next move here is to really face these emotions flat on. and it's not going to be comfortable. It isn't. Leo energy, right? This could be therapy. I mean, seriously, it could. I just feel like someone here is going to be forced in a situation here where they're going to have to deal with their emotions or let them override them, right? Advice for you when dealing with this individual. Nine of Wands. Well, that's what they did. They played games. They chose to be in it when they wanted to, and then they jumped out when they didn't. You know? They thought, oops, I cut that. Oh, well, we'll probably make that to come back together. Well, they didn't realize you were moving forward, that you were moving on. It's all fun until you play games. What you need to consider and move forward here for you, I like this for you, the 10 of Pentacles collective, because this tells me what you're feeling is more into security, home. Some of you are in a more loving and endearing relationship. Others of you, that relationship could be with your kids. It could be with friends. It could be with family. Others of you, like I said, you have a new relationship coming in here, and it's forming to be something very beautiful, very different than what this individual here is seeing. Notice how there's a tower here, and here's a tower in behind. All right. So this is just the past here leaving you. All right. That's what I got here for you, collective. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we have our final bonus here left. We have our final bonus coming up here. We do. Angel Eyes, you snuck on in here. Welcome back. Just in time for the final reading. Oh, you got a glitch? Well, you can go join Star and Twitch. Yes, there will be commercial, Star. We're not there yet. I'm just not an affiliate yet. I'm working on it. I got to do my dues. I got to do my dues. I don't even have enough people to do a raid on. Yeah, sometimes when you get glitched out on YouTube, I have to, especially if it's on an iPhone, you make sure you swipe up and close the app entirely. Restart your phone. All right. We are at the final reading tonight. One more. Reminder that I will be back here for Sunday. I won't be alone, though. I will be here with Deb Does Readings. She's an amazing reader. She will also be collaborating with me on Sunday. You guys get double readings for the week ahead. So make sure you come. And there she is. There's Deb. Deb's on there. But Deb Does Readings is going to be coming on here. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at Facebook. But make sure that you guys come and hang out with us, because it's going to be a good old time. All right. I'm looking forward to that. And don't forget, guys, my schedule is changing. So you're going to want to make sure that you check out the upcoming schedule, because Friday night lives and Sunday schedules are changing for the season, for summer season. So love readings will now be on Thursday nights, and Saturday mornings will be the week ahead. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right, here we go. Let's do it. My mod's ready. Who's doing this right now? We're going to roll it. I'm going to just say Star for now. Here we go. We have Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, Leo, and one more. Sagittarius. Those are the signs that we got. Those are the signs we got, ladies. Thank you, Star and Debbie. I know you're both working on it. All right. Final sign for the night. If you have any of these placements in your chart, this reading is possibly for you. Could also be the individual here you're thinking of. Spirit, what song is here? Wildest Dreams, Taylor Swift. We haven't had a good Swiftie. Lingering Memories. Let go of unrealistic hopes. Don't idolize what was never truly real. Keep the memory, but move forward. This is one of those tough ones again. Don't let fear be your driver. It's almost like, I'm not saying you're following an individual. Hopefully they're not following you. All right, let's see who this person is, because this is very confusing energy right off the bat. Who is this individual, Spirit? Remember, no reversals. Oh, no. It's hard to be in a relationship with an individual who is consistently heartbroken. And so who you're dealing with is the heartbreaker. And so this is a person here who has a very big heart. But at the same time, that's all they know is pain and grief. They tend to get lost in the grief. So I feel you tend to chase over an individual here who kind of like pulls at your heartstrings. Core, what drives them emotionally here? 8 of Cups. See, they just can't love you. They just can't be there. So they have to move on. They have to go. It's just too much. It's just too painful. But yet there it is, the fear of having to chase. What they show or hide in this connection here, Queen of Pentacles. I know some of you are not going to want to hear this, but the reason that they like you around is that you brought a lot of stability into this person's life. Like some of you, literally a place to live. Others of you, you were just always very giving, nurturing, motherly, even fatherly. But I just feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, the mask is that you played this person's like, they're like almost like their caretaker. You took care of this individual with a broken heart. You felt bad for this person. But this person here also has a tendency here to just say, it's too much. I got to go. I have to leave. I can't. And so I feel this is what you tend to do with this person. Why is this person thinking of you now? What's in their mind about you? Reverses are now up. Oh, here's the illusion revealed. Okay. They're a little confused because you stopped. Something in you told you to stop driving towards them. What are they hiding here from my collective? Oh, they miss the communication. They miss you running after them. They miss you running to rescue, to what can I do for you? How can I be there? Talk to me. Tell me. We can fix it. We can do it together. That's what they miss. Why they're thinking of you? Because they miss that reciprocity. that they miss that home front. They miss how generous you are. They knew exactly what they were doing, because the more that they did this, the more that you would give. Multiple chances you gave with this individual. Let's clarify this. We always go a little bit deeper in the last collective, so my voice isn't going, so I can, and we're below 3 hours. Yeah. So the Knight of Cups here. So this person here, they like the chase. They like to feel seen. They like to feel validated. It's like once they get, replenished by you with your emotions, with the feels, then they're like, okay, I feel really good. Let me see what else is out there. All right, let me see. Who else can I give that love to? Because my collective just absolutely fills me up. I just need a place to fuel up just for that little second. Yeah. And then you don't hear from them. And there you are. Running. They need me. But you stopped that. You stopped it. You pulled your energy back. That's why you can see her meditating now. You stopped it. Unexpected setbacks is what this person is realizing. Where's the fuel? Where's my runner? Don't let this person fool you. All right. They're watching you. They're wondering what's going on with you. They're seeing if you're having a new connection, a new relationship. That's why they're on the sidelines right now. There's the heartbreaker mask. The tears, the crocodile tears. They're like, well, wait a minute. That's not working anymore. What do they desire from my collective here? They want you to feel incomplete without them emotionally. Okay, there's the heart, right? They always want a space here for you to fix their heart. Papa's like, I'm literally in the fuel. I'm literally in a truck. What's holding them back? What's holding them back from my collective here? Oh, 4 of Wands. Interesting enough, what's holding them back is the sincerity here of your happiness. Some of you are in a better relationship. Okay. That's why, you found somebody else, that is way more grounded, that is happy to see you, that doesn't leave you. Okay. This person could be in the military. But if it's not an individual here that you're in joyous happiness with, it's just happy with yourself, happy with your life, with family and friends. It's like this individual can't step forward because they see how happy you are. The next move or energy of them, 4 of Cups. This was a very similar reading, and I think the exact same cards came off for another zodiac sign. I don't remember exactly what it is, but the issue with this individual is they don't like to admit their faults. They play victim to scenarios because they're used to you kind of running for it. But they're also an individual here who would try to take away some of this happiness by showcasing disappointments. This is a person here who's in their wildest dreams, right? Like they play victim to a scenario. They can't even be happy for the fact of you being happy because they're so freaking miserable, So it's just someone here who really realizes that they missed an opportunity. There's not much they can do about it. We hear from them. I think if you do, it's going to be gossip or someone here doing the woe is me. Advice here for you with dealing with this individual. Man, this was hard. Because you knew you were feeding a wolf, but at the same time, you're like, I did a little bit of a little Red Riding Hood. I learned from it. Hey, Darkness. We're doing collective readings. We're not doing private readings tonight. But thanks for joining. I appreciate it. But this is something here where you really, really feel like in the long run, this took a long time for you to heal from, get back on your feet. And you weren't necessarily resilient to this person hurting you. You realized how resilient you were to chasing. You know, you just kept doing it. And then you're like, I got to stop. Advice here for you. You're realizing what this person did. Some of you were really dealing with a covert narcissist, you know, an individual who just victimized the whole scenario. So it was so hard because you were constantly playing the villain. But in the long run here, what I see underneath the deck for you is really good stuff. I mean, the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, this means you got a lot of happiness coming your way. But it's because you turned your back to the scenario. You stopped chasing this individual and chasing someone here who was falsely really coming up as, you know, someone who could possibly be a mate for you. All right. That's what I got here for you guys. Thanks all for joining. I do appreciate it. I will be back here on Sunday at 3 p.m. Like I said, with Deb Does Readings. Excited to see you guys then. But make sure you guys are checking out Harmonia Friends Community. There was a drop on, oh yeah, Gemini's personal cycle was released yesterday for the year. So if you want to go check that out, if you got Gemini in your chart, we most certainly can do that. Star, we don't have enough people to do like a little raid thing, but we'll figure it out next time. All right, you guys take care. Have a good night.